Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the world, region by region, county by county, state by state, territory by territory, whatever you call the first level of subdivision of the countries on planet Earth, and I explore these on GeoGuessr. And my aim is, well, A, to see places I've never been to and probably will never go to, and B, hopefully have a little fun while I'm doing so, and C, try to play a perfect game in whatever region I'm in at any given time on GeoGuessr. That means 5 rounds of 5,000 points each on GeoGuessr, and if I succeed in doing that, well, you won't see that area again on this series, and if I fail to do so, you might see it again at some later date. And today we are going into what I know will be a heap of trouble. We're going into Vietnam, and we're going into a sizable chunk of Vietnam. We're going into the Quang Tri, or Tri. A little unsure how to say that, but Chi, or something. Anyways, so the province is, well, it used to be only this small bit down here in the south, but then back in 2025, so last summer, they merged Quang Tri with Quang Binh here in the north, which is a much larger province, but I guess that the southernmost one here is the more populous one. So now the whole thing is a province of 12,700 square kilometers, and it has about 1.8, 1.9 million people. So it's a fairly large, well, fairly large. It's not huge, but it's fairly large. And I guess the signs will still say Quang Binh and Quang Tri. So at least that will hopefully be a little helpful. Other than that, I am flying pretty blind here. And the only thing that is the saving grace in Vietnam is that they are using Latin letters. That is the one thing that might save me here. So let's see. Oh, I'm going into this place. I'm going to make a challenge, and I'll copy the link and put it in the description section of this video so that you may have a go at playing the same map and see if you can beat me, which I wholly expect you to do, but you never know. I might be lucky. And at least I'm on an intersection. That's good. Whoa, that's some serious weather coming in from the west, or it's been going west. Ooh. Okay, let's see now. Dinko. Okay. Can we go over there? There's a huge sign, but it doesn't seem like there's a road going over there. So, let's see. Southeast. Yeah, that's a good direction. Ish. I want to go, well, actually, southeast takes us parallel to the coast. I always like, if I can, to head in the direction of the sea. That's usually where the fun bits of, or the business end of a country is. And let's see, something Twi, Tai Te, Swa Chua, Tai Te, something Kin. What do I have here? Let's see, Tria Pong, or Pong. Okay, that is what we need to look for. Now, what could that be? Because that would be the district. And, well, eyes are already glazing over. It might not be a good idea to do this past midnight, but, well, you got to do these things when you can. Pong. I think I'll break out my notepad. Let's see if I can find a pen as well. I'm just going to take a note of these names because they're so easy to forget. So we got Trio Pong. Right, that's noted. And let's see. It doesn't appear easily, at least here. Let's go into Quang Binh. Looks like I might need a little more information than this. Is it Trio Pong? I haven't seen any trio or any pong. And the thing is that in Vietnam, quite a lot of the time, I tend to see names that are somewhat similar, close to each other. So, hoping to profit on that eventually. Let's see now. As we are going down the street, this is a twisty one, and there's a main road over there. Okay, that's an interesting one. Let's see what this says here. It says, ooh, that's a lot of names, and I don't know. Quang Tri could be the name I'm looking for. That's an interesting one. Oh, what do we have here? Can I read that? Yeah, Triofong. Okay. So that's a curious one. Okay, so it seems like yeah, there must be some difference in footage here. So this is 2024. This is also 2024. How does this work? Because here it seems like the bridge is passable. Well, it is. Okay, so actually, so we're crossing around a large bridge. What? We were in Tuong, not Tuong. But, this kind of works, doesn't it? That seems eerily similar. I can discount the fact that we got a bridge here, but this bit here, isn't that very akin to this? Well, except for a couple of things. What's the direction of this bridge, and what does it say here? An Mo. And something else. Oh, hang on, this bridge is going northeast. Okay, so that doesn't work. Okay, well, at least we dodged that bullet. Right. And interesting. So we can't go into this town. We can't go that way for some reason. Let's put down a checkpoint here. Oh, yeah. But how? Yeah, the footage here must be older than 2024. That is pretty evident. I was just hoping we could get into the town there. Well, it seems we might be able to. Nope, nothing there. At least not anything I believe that is useful. Le Hong Tong. Okay, I will Pong again. And yeah, I will three of Pong again. This is Quang Tri. Okay, right. So at least we know that we are in the southern part and not the northern part. We do know that we crossed a big river. We crossed it going northeast. So, what major rivers do we have? Well, there's that one, but I didn't see any river crossings going the right way. We got this bridge, sorry, this river that I initially thought I might be on, but that did not seem to be the case. Well, this could take a while. A Chia Long, a Chia Tuan, Chia Hua, Chia Trung. There's a lot of Chias here. Where is Chia Fong? Is the big question. Could it be? Doesn't seem like we're here either. Chia Hua. No. How about this one? Wait. Didn't this account die lock? I believe it did on the bridge. Well, this looks a lot more promising. Except, of course, the lack of a town here. Tantam. Fair rang. But, let's head back to that bridge. And let's find that more recent footage. Nuang Kai. No. Yeah, it doesn't match, does it? Okay, let's take the trip across the bridge. Wait. Sorry, I forget myself. I was going to check out for what it said there on the sign. It said something. Oh, and more. Ah, okay, so we got not the quasi lock. How about this one? Aha, here we are. Here we got the two bridges. Right. Okay, let's see. So we look at southeast, we got a road to the southwest. Straight. That might be it. So let's see, is there a sort of triangular thingy going down here? Could be those two roads. This is a big whopping building there. And now let's see, let's just go ahead and see if the road does this 90-degree. Yes. Okay, so we found our intersection and we are here. Okay, that took a little while, but that is completely as expected in Vietnam. Right, we go on. Ah, we're in the town. Excellent. We are in Giatot. Let's just take that down. We tin chat Luong in Giatot. And I beg everyone's forgiveness in Vietnam for totally mangling that. Let's see if that is indeed the name of the place. Let's see, Dong Ha. That was something different. No, we are in Quang Tri, and we are in Dong Ha, which is here. Quang 1. This Quang 5. Where would 1 be? Now we got the Quoc Lo 9. Where is Quang 1? That's Quang 4. Here's Quang 1. Now can we locate the Quoc Lo? Law. Which direction does it run? East, slightly west, so it's got to be, if we're in the Fong 1, which is here, not in the Concord. This one maybe? No? How does this work? One more time, we're on the Quoc Law. Just gonna check. That is most likely correct, yeah. The Quoc Law. Quoc Law. So where is Quoc Law? In Dongha. I'm feeling I've been taken for a ride here. If this is the one ward or whatever, there is something. Okay, let's just have a look up ahead. This looks like a main road through town, doesn't it? The Quoc Law, and we got the Nyandu. There's a Nyandu. Ah, here, no? So here's the Nyandu. Is this the Quoc Law? Let's see. Yeah, this could well be the case. Hang on, southeast. Yeah. So I'm looking northeast. Yeah, and the road is bending, so we're over here somewhere. Okay, let's see now. There is a little road going into the north here. And that is the Quang Tri. Could it be that one? Not that far afield. Let's see. We're looking east. It was somewhere here. And this has to be this one. Let's see, we've got ice. Something computer. Is it Trung A? I believe it is. It is Trung A computer. Okay, so that means we are here. Woo, that's a bit of misalignment, but okay. I'll take it anyway. Cool. Not cool. Maybe that will save me. And stone bollard, and I doubt that this little track here is showing on the map. There's something looking like a sign up there. And there's this thing here, which unfortunately is not very legible. But does it say Baknin? Might have. Okay, let's see what this sign up ahead says. Got a bridge here. That probably doesn't say anything useful for me. But we got the cow BTCT. I guess cow is bridge. BTCT. Right. There's this huge billboard here, which has seen more news and better days. That's a big river to the west and north. What do we have coming up here? Okay, so we got something in Quang Tri, and it's Quang An Don, I believe. Quang An Don, I think that's what it says. We're in Q42. Q42. Oh, I should probably just be looking for Andon. Once more in Quang Tri. I too so san rally geo an. Could be in this vicinity, you know. Vin an. Neither to start with an, though, not end. Oh, excuse me. And this is the bit that is a little fiddly. We're going southwest. Are we following? Okay, so we're on Tuan. It would appear. Let's see, we got this whopping big river to the northwest. That means we're on the eastern side of it. I've got an Tuan, apparently. Let's see if we can get the confirmation of that. What do I have here? Is that a school or something? We have Hoi Tin. There's a lot of information there that's kind of conflicting with what I already found. That's not fun. DM2. Hard to read. And I think that was crucial information that was there. Like we got over here. Okay, so we got a project in Duan. Oh, Jeebus. This might be a little better. Quang Tri. Okay. No, that's probably not going to help me. Unfortunately. So I'll have to just push on until we can no more. Okay, then we go northwards. Is it going to be one of these rounds? Nothing there for me, I think. This one is going to be a bit of a challenge. Wait. There was a road number sign, and that could also be interesting. And then Nian Huang. And here we go with Chu in Trin. Okay. Then we need to find Trin. That's unusual. Unless it's Chutrin. It's unusual for a place only to have one name in this area. Right, gonna go off air for a little bit and just look. Or maybe I won't. That was close, wasn't it? Oh, hang on, that was in the previous round. Yeah, I'm not getting anything for free here, that's for sure. Grumble. Okay, so Tin Quang see. This is that Quang 1. Could we be in Quang Tri in a Quang 1? Nien Hoyang. See, how does that work with the river? Well, what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? Never mind what I said about going off there. I think we might be on this bend here now. Let's see, we're going southeast here. Gee, I can't see that one, but let's see, can we find... Let's see, is that thing over here? Yes, I gone... Hang Noi... Na Hang Noi Det Toyen. And... Number 79, the notice the road numbers here, but... That's got to be the right road. Okay, so we crossed the river somewhere. Yeah, we didn't go that far. We were in a spot where there wasn't a whole lot around. See, we're going southwest, and we got to bend towards the west. I mean, we could be here. I don't think it's likely, though. Let's see. So, passing... Hey. Ooh. So how far up the road am I, actually? Okay. Could that possibly be the little shed I've been looking at? Let's see now. There's a lack of buildings here, though. There's a distinct lack of buildings. But we do have a road up to the side there, and that should be this one. We got a couple of structures here. We got this one, that's probably that one. And this one, which is probably that one. This road, which is probably that one. Although, no, that one is that one, and that one is that one. Wow, there's, oh yeah, there's some significant difference between the times of footage here. This is that. Here's our little shack on the edge of the road. If I'm looking north, I'm looking slightly past it. Let's say that we're here. Cool. That was a tough one. Even though it didn't take as long as some rounds in the past. Okay, so that's southwards. This is north. This is eastwards. These roads look well traveled. Oh yeah. Let's see what's down this lane to the south. That does seem like a bad choice. Let's go east on this one. Let's see what's what. We got 1/1,000,000 Vietnamese flags. And wow, this is green. Nice and lovely and lush. We're still heading sort of eastwards. And can we find anything resembling any sort of information? We might. Now, following a canal or something. And here we come up on a small settlement, or large, we don't know yet. Quang Tri, okay, which is found in Quang Binh. Okay, so now we're in the northern part. We need to find Quang Tri, Quang Hong. Let's see, Quang Tri, Quang Hong. Oh boy. Quang. Where is Quang? Fairly convinced that this is the right way in. So then, let's see, so we went eastwards, westwards. How far along were we? And yeah, we had these guys, these roads. Okay, so here I'm looking west. That doesn't really fit with this road unless I came through here, which is definitely an option. So, yeah, which of these were we on? Okay, so this one has a building in the corner. So it could be that, except for the staggering of the roads here. That doesn't leave me with much wriggle room. That actually seems more likely. Go around the slight corner here, so that was slightly north of east. And then we get a larger corner, which presumably is that one. Which will bring us into this corner. Yes. Which then brings us up here. And we are at the Nin Hien. Yeah. Okay, now we just need to decide, are we there or are we there? So the road suggests... The road kind of suggests some... Well, actually, I don't know. Let's have a look here. The road goes north of east, suggests that. It goes that way and has a sharp bend. And there should be a road down here. That makes this the candidate for where we are. There are a cluster of buildings there. Is this the Seoul building here? It appears to be. Okay. Really don't. Something about this one I really don't like. But there's one more thing we can check though. And And that's the direction of this lane. Slightly west and north. More so than that one, I believe. That one is almost due north. That one isn't. We get houses here, we get houses there. Right. What I really, really, really don't like is the misalignment of the road here. Well, what the staggering here is for. Unless, of course, it's that one. Which is fully possible. Ooh, tricky ones. Last round. Let's see if we can 25 hit this one. That's gonna be another tough prospect. Let's see, we are in Quang Tri. Is that it? I would much like to get back on the opposite side of the road again. There's much brighter footage. No, that's probably some ruling party slogan. What? Sorry, Waham. Can't quite make out what it says down there. It's like literally one step too far away, and then we got a truck ruining the whole thing for us. Yeah, not legible. But we're on the highway. Seriously? There we go. Tuan Hong. Okay, so we are in Quang Tri, and we are somewhere called. Is it called Biolin? Geolin. There we go. Doc Mie or something. What's the direction through this road? South, north, bendy thing. Could be here now. Not entirely unlikely. If we are between two... Oh, wait. So southwards is taking quite a bend. Yes, we're here. What the name was this shop? Lop Auto. Yes, here we are. Now let's see. What does that put us? So Lop Auto is here. Right, so we are just north of that. What? It's supposed to be on the western. What? Bro. You're supposed to be on the west side of the street. Let's see, we're going southwest. If we go southwest, we... What? So we go northeast. So that should put us here. Except that... That doesn't work at all with that tire shop over there. And if we go northeast... We wind up with a... Tuan Hong. Oh, is that the Lop Auto? Ah, okay. Yeah, because that's the Lop. Right. Okay. Not done yet, though. Let's see. On the west side of the road, there's very few buildings. Quite a distance from that bend, fairly close to this one. So is that, or is it that? There's also a road up to the side there on the east, but that is not visible. Hmm. No. Or maybe yes. Yes, this is... Right, then this must be that. Because here we've got Komganga, which is there, which is that one. Can I use this one? Not really, quite far south of it, or north actually. Let's just give that as a working guess. Kind of assume we're here. It's a grocery store, and then we got a Konga here as well. That's the Quang Konga. Yes. So that is this establishment, I believe. Truck is massively disruptive. So let's see. So if this Comgar thingy, that must be, this must be that. I must move past that. There's an open space towards the back. There's a building that's a sort of a thwart here, which I cannot see, which is a crying shame. And this is where we started. I can't make up my mind whether it's that or that. A hedge bet would be there. But I feel that takes me a little too close to this thing. And let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 to that building. And what other buildings do we know? What Daily? Okay, let's have a look at that. 4. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, that doesn't work. But it's 4 to that thing. How far to the lopped one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 to over here. Let's see if it's done. Let's see, due west will be 12. 12, and due west to this one is 2 to the top wall. So if that is 12 to here, and 6 is about there, and 3 is about there, making 2 there. And in that case, I'm fairly right, I believe, about where I am. Okay, I did a lot of time on that, but it was necessary. Oh, I got coins as well. Excellent. Well, there's only 1 in Quang Binh, but, well, I won't cry because I got 25,000 points, and that is quite good in Vietnam. Vietnam is doable, it just takes time. So yeah, that is... I'm quite happy with that. Not as spectacular as other places we've been in Vietnam so far in the series. Still a good round. So yeah, that's it for this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, and I'm glad that you're still with me here on A Tiny Dot in Space. And I hope you'll join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.